Well, it's the penultimate phase of 2024 Mahasangram, or as in cricketing terms, you would call that as the slog overs. Voting that is now taking place in 58 Lok Sabha seats is spread across 8 states and union territories. As far as the states that are now in the fray, we talk about Uttar Pradesh, where 14 seats of UP are up for grabs. In Haryana, all of the 10 seats that the voting is taking place, 8 seats each in Bihar and Bengal, that is witnessing voting. Amidst the sweltering heat in Odisha, 6 seats that will see voters seal the fate of their candidates. In Jharkhand, 4 seats are in the fray, and finally Jammu and Kashmir, 1 seat that will witness voting. Now let's tell you about the big guns who are battling it out for a prestige. Even if we talk about the faces there on your screens, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, who is now contesting from the big ticket seat of Sambalpur in Odisha. In Delhi, let's talk about also the VIP candidates that are Manoj Tiwari, who has been retained by the BJP, who's fighting against Congress party's Kanhaiya Kumar in the New Delhi seat. The battle is between BJP's Bansuri Swaraj and Aam Aadmi Party's Somnath Bharti. Meanwhile, Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi is contesting once again from the seat of Sultanpur in Uttar Pradesh. PDP chief and former chief minister of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir is fighting from the key seat of Anantnag Rajouri in Jammu and Kashmir. And in Bengal's Tamluk, the controversial former Calcutta High Court judge Abhijeet Ganguli is fighting for his first Lok Sabha battle. Let's talk about Haryana. Former Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar is contesting from the seat of Karnal. Naveen Jindal, the Congress leader who jumped ship and joined the BJP just last 2 months, is contesting from the seat of Kurukshetra against Aam Aadmi Party Sushil Gupta and INLD's Abhay Singh Chautala. Those are the key fights that we are looking at, but voting that has now been completed in almost 28 seats and union territories, where voters in 428 seats out of 543 have now locked their mandate. And we will know the results very soon, and that is on the 4th of June. But let's get you a lowdown on the much debated turnout factor and tell you how men and women have voted in the last 5 phases. In the meantime, as we get you the figures, let's go across to our reporters joining us live from the ground. Early morning pictures that are also starting to come in. Mohit is there. Good morning. Pradeep is joining in. We also have Amandeep joining in. We have Rame with us. Good morning to all of you. We all have a long day ahead of us. Of course, this is one of the most crucial phases, Mohit, that we are looking at. Tell us your location, exactly the seat that you are covering today. And we are expecting early morning voters. It's 7 a.m. already. Voting has begun.
Well, Amita, yes, voting has begun at 7 a.m. sharp, and right now we are reporting from the residence of BJP Member of Parliament and the candidate from North East Delhi, Manoj Tiwari. Now, North East is the seat, which is a seat, prestige seat for the BJP, given the fact Manoj Tiwari was the only MP who was retained by the BJP. Otherwise, 6 out of 7 MPs have been replaced by the BJP. Now, Manoj Tiwari will leave around 8 a.m. from his residence after offering prayers to the polling booth in Yamuna Vihar. His seat is North East Delhi, and that is a very crucial seat given the fact that how the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, which have come into the alliance in Delhi, their candidate is Congress leader Kanhaiya Kumar. Now, there were various talks that Kanhaiya Kumar is somebody who does not know, who does not belong to Delhi, who does not know about the constituency of Northeast, but we have seen that how the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress leaders together have come to campaign for Kanhaiya Kumar. And the BJP's narrative, Amita, when it comes to Kanhaiya Kumar's candidature has been, and Manoj Tiwari on various occasions has spoken about this, that somebody who does not respect Indian Army, somebody who talks about the tukre of India is being given ticket by the Congress party, and the BJP has been saying this. And yes, they were also report that the Congress party themselves are not happy with the candidature of Kanhaiya Kumar from Northeast. When we talk about Northeast constituency, the demographics are very interesting. It has a huge population of people who are from Purvanchal region, and perhaps that is why Kanhaiya Kumar, who is from Begusarai in Bihar, is being fielded by
the former chief minister is speaking live. Let's get that reaction.
जनता पार्टी का हर कार्यकर्ता खुश होगा, जनता को भी संदेश जाएगा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अधिक मतदान मिला।
लोगों से क्या अपील करेंगे कहीं भी कोई ऐसी घटना ना हो?
चुनाव हमेशा शांतिपूर्वक होना ही चाहिए, क्योंकि लोकतंत्र का ये उत्सव सबसे बड़ा उत्सव है देश भर का, बल्कि दुनिया भर का। हमारे यहाँ जो मैंडेट है दुनिया भर से सबसे बड़ा मैंडेट है। शांतिपूर्वक मतदान ही हमारे लिए इस त्योहार का आनंद है।
कांग्रेस के कल जयराम रमेश जो थे वो चंडीगढ़ आए थे, उनका ये कहना है कि इस बार हरियाणा में जो है बिल्कुल साफ हो जाएगी बीजेपी और अगले चुनाव के बाद जो सरकार है वो भी गिर जाएगी।
किसी नेता के किसी वक्तव्य का उत्तर देने की मुझे आवश्यकता नहीं है, ये उत्तर जनता देगी।
कांग्रेस उम्मीदवार को कितना बड़ा चैलेंज मान रहे हैं?
कांग्रेस उम्मीदवार मेरे सामने कोई चैलेंज नहीं है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Former Chief Minister there, Manohar Lal Khattar, and of course saying that all of the 10 seats as far as Haryana is concerned will be in the BJP kitty. And however, the political situation in Haryana that has been quite dynamic and has been changing over the last few months, it will have no impact whatsoever when it comes to the BJP voter turnout. Let me go across to Pradeep Datta as well. Pradeep, good morning to you. Anantnag Rajouri, one of the other important seats, but we are looking at Mehbooba Mufti there, who this time around is now taking the political plunge in the Lok Sabha elections. What does the ground situation say?
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is a very important seat so far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, because here is going to be a triangular contest, and here we have got 20 candidates in fray. And yes, important candidate is the former Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti. Then we have the Zafar Manhas from the Apni Party, and we have also Mia Altaf. He's the leader from the National Conference. So it's going to be a triangular contest. But what is more important is that in this constituency, you can see large number of people have already come out here to vote. You can see equal number of women also here. More than 18 lakh voters are here in this constituency. More than 2,000 polling booths have been right now raised for this election. What is more important is that this is the only constituency which has seen a terror attack. We saw that back-to-back terror attack, tourists were targeted. After that, we saw that one Sarpanch was also killed. And Rajouri areas, Poonch areas again, had seen the several terror-related incidents. But despite that, you can see there's a lot of enthusiasm among people. Let me speak to them. क्या मुद्दे क्या आपके इधर?
देखिए, मैं सबसे पहले आपके चैनल का धन्यवाद करता हूं कि बॉर्डर से सटे इस गांव में नौशहरा कंस्टिट्यूंसी के लंबेड़ी गांव के डुम पोलिंग स्टेशन में आप आए और हमने यहां के लोग जो वो इस बार वोट दे रहे हैं।
आप पार्टी ना बताइए, मुझे ये बताइए कि आपके मुद्दे क्या हैं?
मुद्दा हमारा विकसित भारत, सुरक्षित भारत और बढ़ता हुआ भारत, ये हमारा मुद्दा है। तो आप जानते हैं विकसित भारत, सुरक्षित भारत,
सुरक्षित भारत, क्या मुद्दे, क्या आपके लिए क्या मुद्दे हैं खास यहाँ पे?
हमारा वोट है हमारा देश सुरक्षित हो, हमारा वोट है हमारा देश विकसित हो।
It's very important. Why they are saying surakshit? Because this polling booth is close to the line of control, and that's one of the reasons, because they had seen shelling in the past, they have seen several terror-related incidents in the past. So that's one of the reasons that they are voting for the security. They want the safe and secure atmosphere. Let me speak to some of the women voters here also, because let me try to find out what are the issues for the women voters. आपके लिए क्या मुद्दे हैं खास यहाँ पे?
थैंक यू, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सर आपका, आप यहाँ हमारे गांव में आए, वो भी बॉर्डर एरिया में। सबसे पहले आपका स्वागत करते हैं हम, और हम ये चाहते हैं कि हमारा हक है वोट डालना, और हम वोट डालने आए हैं, और हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा एक देश सुरक्षित हाथों में हो, और बढ़ चढ़ के जो हमारी वुमेन्स के बारे में, वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के बारे में सोचे, हम उसको वोट देंगे।
So you can see there's a lot of enthusiasm among these women voters also. They are saying that one, they want that the whosoever is going to come to power, they should ensure the safety and security of the region. And they also want the women empowerment. And that's one of the reasons that you can see that since morning, large number of women. But in coming hours, number is going to increase, because after finishing their household chores, they will be coming to the respective polling booth where they'll be casting vote. Because the issue remains that on one hand, if we look at the Anantnag constituency, the issues are different, because Anantnag is a plain area. Look at this hilly area of the Poonch and Rajouri. Here the issues are different. Right. But this time, what has really made the difference is that they had given a reservation to the Pahadis, so that is really going to make a difference.
Because, Pradeep, as we speak, we are getting live pictures already from people who have already casted their vote, and of course, they're showing their inked finger. I'm told that Pragya is following Basuri Swaraj. Pragya, over to you. I believe she is also out to cast her vote early this morning. Over to you, Pragya.
Absolutely, Amita. Basuri Swaraj, along with her father, has reached this polling station, and she is casting her vote right now as we speak. She is accompanied by her father, Mr. Swaraj, and you know, this is the political debut for late former External Affairs Minister Ms. Sushma Swaraj's daughter as well. She has been a voice of party for quite some time now, and she has been taking on Aam Aadmi Party on national issues as well. She is doing her political debut. She is contesting from New Delhi Assembly constituency, New Delhi Parliamentary constituency, and she is there inside right now casting her vote along with her father. But before she came here, she went to Jhandewalan temple to seek blessings of Mata Jhandewalan Devi as well. She is a very religious person as well, and she has been doing the temple tours. In past 1 week, she has visited almost all the important temples in New Delhi constituency. But she is very vocal, and she has been a voice of the party in past few months. I would say she has been taking on Aam Aadmi Party quite well, as BJP would believe, and this is the reason why she had been given this opportunity to contest. This is her first election, and she's contesting straight for the Member of Parliament from New Delhi Assembly.
She's one of the youngest woman candidates to actually get a ticket from the BJP to contest the elections. She's facing Aam Aadmi Party Somnath Bharti, who's already a 3-time legislator. We're looking at those live pictures coming in. Of course, top leaders and people out early this morning to cast their